In this video, you will learn the fundamentals of FigJam in just a few minutes. Whether you need a mood board to pin your inspirations, take notes, or brainstorm alone or with a team, FigJam can help. You can hold a retrospective session, plan your tasks, and do all this and much more. It's extremely simple to use. You can create your FigJam file by going to Figma Home. On the right-hand side, you will see a purple button to create a new FigJam file. You can click it to create a new file. But for the purpose of this video, you may use the file I'm using, which you can find in the video description below. Every FigJam file starts with a blank page, and below you will find the toolbar, which contains many tools that you will use the most for your project. Let's start with the file basics. If you press spacebar and drag around, you can pan around your canvas to see the entire file in any direction. If you want to zoom in and out, simply press Command or Control and use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. You can also use Command and the plus and minus keys. To copy and paste, it's pretty simple. Let me grab a sticky note from the toolbar. With it selected, I can press Command C to copy and press Command V to paste the note. Now I have two sticky notes. To duplicate, just press Command D and it duplicates the selected object. Similarly, if you press the Alt key, you'll notice that the cursor changes to two arrows. If you click and move around, you duplicate the note. To add links, it's pretty simple. Let's type something here. I have already copied the link from a website, and if you want to add a link to a word in your text, just select it and press Command K. This opens a prompt to insert your URL. Press Command V and then enter to apply the URL. Now if you click the link, it opens the website page. You can also add links via the mini toolbar by clicking the link icon. And if you don't have any text or object to link, but want to save a web page for your research, you can simply paste it into your canvas by pressing Command V, and it creates a thumbnail with a link. Pretty cool. To add media, you can press Command Shift K to open a window to select the file you want to import. You can also drag an image directly from your local folder into FigJam. To group and ungroup objects, it's pretty simple. Let's grab some post-its and change the color. Right now, if you select one and move it, only the selected one will move. But if you select all of them and hit Command G or right-click and choose Group, the stickies are now grouped. This means that if you click and try to move it, the other stickies will come along in the selection. Now imagine you have a lot of stickies around your canvas and want some organization. Then you have this tidy up action. If you go to Organize, you have this tidy up action. Just click on it and it aligns your selection vertically and horizontally. You can then export the entire file or a selection of your file. If you hit Command Shift E, it opens a window where you can select the type of file and some extra settings for your file export. Next, let's explore the toolbar. The toolbar is one of the most important features in FigJam. You will always find it at the bottom of your screen. You can click to select tools or use shortcut keys. If you press M, you select the marker tool. You may notice an extra option panel appearing in the toolbar. That's because each tool has extra settings, allowing you to change the color, thickness, and type of tool. With the marker selected, you can draw around your canvas. Press Shift M to use the highlighter, which is useful for highlighting text. Press W to use the washi tape. This is great for adding creativity to your boards. Press Shift Delete to use the eraser, and then click on something to delete it. Stickies are one of the most used tools. Press S and you will see a sticky note appear near your mouse pointer. You can also grab it from the toolbar, like I've been doing. Adding text is another important feature. Simply press T or use the icon in the toolbar and start typing. In the small toolbar, you can change the font size, type, and color. Then you have sections. These are great and I use them a lot. As you can see in this file, I have a main section for FigJam one-on-one and smaller sections for each chapter of the video. Sections create structure and organization in your files. So if I move one section, everything inside it moves along. Sometimes you need tables. You can grab them from the toolbar or press Shift-T. By default, it comes with 2 columns and 2 rows. To add more rows or columns, use the plus icon. And if you notice here the equal sign, if you click, you can drag a row or a column to another position. Stamps are a pretty cool feature. You can use the stamp icon or press E to add stamps for voting sessions or to decorate the board. To access stickers, templates, widgets, plugins and more, use the More menu at the end of the toolbar or press Option plus 2. You also have shapes for diagramming. So next, let's talk about diagramming. FigJam is great for diagramming, to create user flows and user journeys. You can drag a square from the toolbar and add text inside of it. Let's add flow starting point. Now you see these dots around the shape. If you click on one, you add another square to your flow with a connector. Pretty cool. Let's change the text to step 1. Now imagine you haven't clicked on the next dots and you drag another shape from the toolbar onto the canvas and want to connect them. If you look at the toolbar, you see the connector icon. Click on it and you have the option of a curved or a straight connector. Let's use the curved one. Click on this dot and drag it to the other dot. You can also add a label to the connector. Select the connector and click on T to start typing. It's pretty easy. When you're creating flows or other diagrams, you may add sticky notes around them, and there are a few settings you should know about it. If you're working in a team or alone, you will see the sticky note as an author. If you want to hide this, select the sticky and click on the signature icon. To add additional stickies to the right of the current sticky, just press Command Enter. You can also resize the sticky note by simply dragging from the side to make it wider or from the corner to make it larger or smaller. Now let's see the more tools. You can start with a blank board and design your own, or you can start with pre-made templates. If you look at the top left, you will see a template icon. Click on it and it opens a window with a variety of templates to use. Let's use this one and click Add Template. Zoom out if you need to see where FigJam places the templates. Sometimes it places on top of information that you have already on your canvas, so be aware of that. Widgets and plugins are really cool features to boost your board. If you press Shift-I and click the Widgets tab, you may find widgets for voting, like this one. If you have some sticky notes and want to use this kind of voting, you can add them, set the rules, and then you can start voting. You may also want to add some GIFs for fun to your files, just like this. If you work with Jira or Asana, you can link tasks between the systems, which can be pretty handy. You also have plugins to add images to your board. For example, you can run the Unsplash plugin to add images from their free stock. You have a lot of options there. Just consider that if you're on an organizational plan, there may be privacy rules in your company and some of these plugins and widgets may not be allowed. so inform yourself regarding that. Stickers are also a fun way to enhance your brainstorming sessions. Press Shift-I again and select the Stickers tab. You have some libraries to choose from to add stickers to your board. Sometimes you may need a brainstorm with your team on a topic related to code. Code blocks are cool for exploring APIs, debugging code, and teaching. Now let's talk about collaboration. One of the great advantages of using FigJam is its collaborative tools. When you're working with your team in one file, you have many ways to interact. If you press H and wave your cursor around, it will give you a high five when hovering over another colleague. If you are running a brainstorm session or another session and need to keep track of time, you can set an activity timer by clicking here at the top left corner. You can set a time, add some music for everyone, and you can start the voting session. You can define how many votes per person you want to give, and then you get highlights on stamps and a counting of votes. When everybody has voted or the time is up, the session ends and you can access the results. You can use your cursor to chat with colleagues by pressing / or going to the emoji wheel and selecting the chat bubble. Then just type and press enter to send the message. To add comments, press C or click the icon here and start typing a comment. Then you can hide or show comments by pressing Shift-C. Let's say somebody is presenting something in FigJam and you want to react. You can use the emoji wheel and use these nice reactions live. Pretty cool. Now let's quickly talk about Spotlight. This feature is pretty awesome. If you set Spotlight Me, everyone in this file will follow you and see exactly what you are seeing. The same position, the same zoom, it's really cool. You can do the same to follow others by clicking on their avatar. Now let's finish up with some premium features and extensions. You can invite others without Figma accounts to edit your board for up to 24 hours by starting an open session. You can create your own custom templates by pressing Share and then Publish. You can use team face stamps to assign objects to other colleagues, and FigJam has a set of predefined colors, but you can access custom palettes and use your team style. Many organizations have their design system libraries, so this feature is pretty handy. Then you have FigJam AI. You can use FigJam AI to generate templates with a single prompt. You can use pre-built prompts or use the help of FigJam AI to sort your stickies instead of manually organizing them. It can help you get clarity on key takeaways and next steps by summarizing stickies with a click. And you also have the power of ChatGPT integrated into FigJam via Jambot, which can come up with icebreakers, brainstorm ideas, and much more. However, many organizations' plans don't have this feature activated because of privacy policies. You need to inform yourself about this. Finally, there are also extensions to run Figma inside Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams. These integrate with these tools to make better presentations and meetings. And there you go. I hope this video gives you clarity about the fundamentals to start using FigJam right now. Thank you and have a great day.